Hello. Today's meditation is a tapping meditation. And today we're going to tap on the emotion of anger. And I like to tap on anger because it's one of those emotions that we are taught that we shouldn't express. And so we might experience fear or uncomfortable situations, anxiety, and those can subtly turn into anger. And yet we're taught we can't express them or to demonstrate them. And so what we do is we push that anger down. We hide it away. And really, we're not hiding it away, right? It's staying in the body and it's sneaking out in different ways. When you snap at that person that really didn't deserve that emotion or that intensity of a reaction. And that's that anger still trying to be demonstrated or to be expressed. And so today we will tap on releasing anger. And so we'll begin by tapping on that karate part of the hand and think about a situation, an experience, maybe something that has happened to you in your life, maybe something in the past, maybe something happening right now. I think we see a lot of anger in the world. And even though I feel anger, I'm able to accept myself. Even though I feel anger or I am angry, I can still love who I am. Even though I'm experiencing anger, I accept myself. And so we'll stop here just for a moment and kind of check in with your body. We talked just a little bit about different situations that might cause anger to arise. And notice how that feels in your body. And if you were to measure that on a scale, maybe from 0 to 10, where does anger rest on that scale for you? And we'll tap. And the goal is to actually elicit that feeling of anger so that we can release it. And so we'll tap talking about anger and trying to pull it up and out of the body. And we'll tap on the inside of the eyebrows here. I have anger deep inside of me. I've felt anger. And because I did not know how to express it, I tucked it away. I pushed it down. But I know it's still there. It's deep inside of me. I feel anger deep inside of me. And we'll tap on the outside of the eyes. I've been holding on to this anger for so long. And I hold on to it because I was taught that it wasn't okay to show it. Or maybe I didn't know how. I didn't have the tools. And so I pushed it down. I hid it. I held on to it. I ignored it. And we'll tap under the eyes. I've been holding on to this anger because I did not know what to do with it. I knew it was there. And maybe I cried or maybe I yelled, but it wasn't enough to let it all go. And I kept some of it inside of me. And then it happened again, and I kept a little more. And then I kept a little more. And this anger built up. And we'll tap under the nose on top of the lip. And I've been hiding or pushing down this anger, trying to keep it in control because I was afraid to express it. Now there's so much. If I open the door and let it out, I'm not sure if I can close the door again. I'm not sure how big it's going to be. I don't know if I can recover if I let it go. I might say something I shouldn't. I might do something I didn't want to do. And so I continue to hide it and push it down. And let's tap under the chin. I can feel this anger in my body. It's growing bigger and bigger. I can feel it. And let's tap on the collarbone and check in with your body and notice, where is that anger resting? Maybe we feel it in the chest, in the belly. Maybe it feels like heat or fire, a boiling. What does it feel like in your body? And we're going to tap under the rib cage by the liver. Some say that that's where anger is stored. And so we'll tap just a little bit, feeling that anger in our body, noticing what it feels like for us. And we'll rest just for a moment on the heart and recall why you feel angry, the unjust in the world, the harsh treatment that someone made towards you. What was the reason that that anger came? Was it a situation, a person? Maybe it was something you did or didn't do, and you're angry at yourself. Why do you feel angry? And we're doing this at the heart space because we give ourselves compassion. Maybe you told yourself you shouldn't feel angry, and so there might be guilt associated. These are real emotions, emotions that you are experiencing. And there is no wrong, there is no right, there is just emotions. Messages that the body and the mind share. And we'll come back to tapping, and let's tap under the arm. And I know why I feel angry, and it's just. There's good reason for my anger. I have good reason to be angry. And let's tap on the top of the head. I feel angry. I have anger in my body. I have angry thoughts. And go ahead and rest the hands, taking in a deep breath, releasing out. And check in again. And at the start of this meditation, I asked you to measure on a scale from 0 to 10 how your body was experiencing anger. Check in again to see, where are you now? Maybe that number has grown since we've been talking about being angry. Maybe it's diminished some with the tapping. There is not a right or a wrong, just information. And we'll continue tapping, and let's tap on releasing some of this anger. The body's reaction to the mind's thoughts can be shifted when we tap. It sends the body a different message. It sends a message that we are safe. And so we create the thoughts, and then we tap, and we send the body the message that we are safe. So we'll tap on the inside of the eyebrows. I am ready to release this anger. I'm ready to let it go. I've felt it in my body. I understand the stories behind it, and I'm ready to let this go. And we'll tap on the outside of the eyes. I no longer want to hold on to this anger. I don't want it in my body anymore. I don't want to feel it, experience it. When we tap under the eyes, I no longer need to hold on to this anger. I can move forward. I can take action. I can make changes in my life without anger being the catalyst to move me forward. I don't need this anger anymore. And let's tap under the nose on top of the lip. I can release this anger. And not because the situation, the person, even if it was me that caused this anger, not because they are deserving, because I am deserving. I am deserving of letting this go so that I can move forward, so that I can act, so that I can heal. I am deserving of letting this go. And we'll tap on the chin. I deserve to let this go. I deserve to release and feel better, to feel spacious, to heal, to move forward, to no longer be held back. I deserve to let this go. And we'll tap on the collarbone. I release and I let this anger go. I release and I let it go. And let's use our breath to help with this release. Taking in a deep breath all the way deep into the belly and letting it out. And for each of us, that might feel or look different. Maybe your anger needs a guttural release. We let it go. We release it out. And we'll move down to that rib cage. We move down to the liver. We know that anger sometimes likes to rest. And maybe visualize that anger leaving. If you could see the anger in your body, can you visualize it leaving the liver, the body? Maybe like a black smoke or tar, a heaviness. Maybe it's an energy. Visualize that anger leaving the body. And we'll rest for a moment at the heart. And we come back to the heart where we feel compassion. And we check in to see, maybe we're not ready to let it go. Maybe we're still trying to hold on because of the hurt and the pain. Maybe we're not ready to forgive. And it's okay. We let go of what we can, and we give ourselves compassion. We remind ourselves that we are safe, that we are loved. And maybe we can release just a bit more when we feel safe, when we give ourselves compassion. And let's continue our tapping, and we'll move onto our arms. And we release and we let go. I let go of this anger. I release and I let go. And we tap on the top of the head. I release and I let go. And as I release and I let go, I also let go of any hard feelings. Anything else that comes with this, the stories, the guilt, the uneasiness, the emotional, the thoughts, the physical. I release it all. I let it all go. I release and I let go. And go ahead and rest those hands, taking in a deep breath, letting it go. And check in with your body and noticing how you feel now. And remind yourself of that number on that scale when we first got started and see if there's a shift. And there is no right or wrong. It's just information. If that anger has decreased, you're on the right track. If it's gotten higher, it tells us that we need to work a little bit more. We need to tap a little longer. We need to practice our breath and come to the heart. Check in to see. Namaste.